Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain completing his £35 million move from Arsenal to Liverpool. A deal that was brokered yesterday. He underwent a medical at St George's Park last night, which he completed. He signed a deal worth £120,000 a week over 5 years. And of course, now Liverpool's latest signing. We have been looking to see whether Liverpool could be adding further to that today. Obviously, they have an interest in Thomas Lemar. We know about Virgil van Dijk, but definitely confirmed now. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain in through the door, a Liverpool player confirmed, and they've already welcomed him to the club as well. As I say, not here at Liverpool today. The manager, the players have got a bit of time off during this international break. Those players who aren't on international duty, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain training with the England squad today at St George's Park, once that deal has gone through, of course, as well. And it was something that we expected yesterday. We didn't expect any hitches, and as I say, that deal now well and truly complete. There are possible outgoings from Liverpool today as well. Divock Origi and that link with Wolfsburg, they're certainly interested in taking him on loan, are willing to pay the £6 million loan fee to Liverpool Football Club as well. Mamadou Sakho, will he get the move that he wants away from the club? £30 million is the price tag. Still interest, we understand, from Crystal Palace as well. And Lazar Markovic as well, left out of pretty much of the first team picture. He also looking for a move away on this deadline day. But one confirmed here at Liverpool, and that's Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain signing for £35 million from Arsenal.
So Oxlade-Chamberlain no longer an Arsenal player. That big breaking news coming out in the last few minutes. Will he be the only one to leave, though? Aidan McGee joins us from the Emirates Stadium with the very latest. Aidan?
Yeah, hi Rachel. Well, Arsenal's position couldn't really be much clearer on Alexis Sanchez. They will not accept a cash deal from Manchester City unless they can secure a replacement of similar calibre. Whether that means Manchester City may have to provide the solution in terms of a player in part exchange. Either way, it's getting very late to sign any of the players they've been linked with. Thomas Lemar at Monaco, of course, and Julian Draxler at PSG. I'm told there's no interest from Arsenal's point of view in Riyad Mahrez either. He's somewhere around Europe, his whereabouts unknown, as we've been hearing from Alan Myers throughout the morning. Elsewhere with Arsenal, Oxlade-Chamberlain, that move to Liverpool has been confirmed in the last few minutes, we know, from Vinny O'Connor. In terms of other players, Shkodran Mustafi, as Craig Slater pointed out, is staying here at Arsenal. To be fair to Arsenal, they've maintained throughout the window that Germany international would be staying here. Lucas Perez, he's one mentioned in dispatches this afternoon. We're told that Everton have made a bid to take him on a season-long loan, but Arsenal would prefer him to go back to Deportivo. They signed him from that club last summer. He hasn't impressed particularly in the last season or so here at Arsenal. There could be movement as well on Matthew Debuchy and a loan move for Joel Campbell, but we await developments on this. We'll be right across it throughout the rest of the day, Rachel.
What about Riyad Mahrez? What does his future hold? Is he about to get his wish and a big money move to a big club? Well, let's go to Leicester, shall we? Who themselves are a big club, been champions, of course. Alan Myers joins us from the training ground. What more can you tell us on Riyad Mahrez?
Well, Rob, his whereabouts is still unknown. He left the Algerian training camp in the night and on his way back to Europe, we were told. Leicester are still seeing it that he's on international duty, so there's no suggestion of where he is at this moment in time. There were some reports earlier that Chelsea had made a bid or were trying to talk with the player, but that is not the case. Our sources tell us that Leicester have received no bid for Riyad Mahrez since when Roma, back three or so weeks ago, made a bid of £31.8 million for him, but that didn't meet their valuation. So since then, there have been no further bids, and as far as Mahrez is concerned, he's still a Leicester City player.
Well, the future uncertain over this man as well. At the start of the day, it looked like he was on his way to the champions Chelsea. He'd worked with Antonio Conte, but there's a twist in the tale, because is he on his way to Tottenham? Jamie Weir is at Spurs training ground. Jamie.
Good afternoon to you, Rob. I'll come on to Fernando Llorente in just a moment, if you don't mind. Just to pick up off what Alan was saying, Riyad Mahrez, he's not going to be a Spurs player either. I can confirm that to you. There's never been any interest from Spurs in Riyad Mahrez. That's what I'm being told by the club, despite some speculation that perhaps Spurs were keen on Mahrez. So that's the Mahrez deal. It was never on the table as far as Spurs are concerned. Fernando Llorente, what a coup it would be for Daniel Levy and for Tottenham if they could nip in and swoop him from under their rivals, Chelsea's, noses. We understand that a bid of just under £15 million has been agreed with Swansea, says he. Typical deadline day stuff. It's the domino effect. So it's only once Swansea said you get another striker over the line, that man being Wilfred Boney, that Fernando Llorente would then be free to leave Spurs. We understand Boney may well be having a medical at Swansea later this afternoon, and I'm told that Llorente may well be having his medical here at Spurs a little bit later on. As regards other business for Tottenham, well, Llorente's arrival would pave the way for Vincent Janssen to leave. It hasn't been the happiest spell for him at Tottenham, just the one outfield goal scored in a Spurs shirt. Serge Aurier is now officially a Spurs player. He's not here today. He's with the Ivory Coast in Gabon. That's where they're playing their match later on this evening. But they have now confirmed at the club £23 million or there or thereabouts in the region of that is what we understand. A marauding attacking right back, very much in the mould of Kyle Walker, so a direct replacement for him. Serge Aurier confirmed as a Spurs player. The question now, how many other players will Daniel Levy be getting over the line today?
Let's head down to Swansea, shall we? Llorente out, the replacement, is he lined up? Are there developments? James Cole is at the Liberty Stadium for us.
Yeah, the replacement is Wilfred Boney. He has been lined up through this window, and it seems that that deal is now starting to move as the Llorente deal moves. Also, there were reports from Italy earlier that Verona had made Manchester City a loan offer for Boney, and that in fact Boney wanted to go to Italy rather than Swansea, but Manchester City have dismissed that loan offer, and he is set to come to Swansea, and he is set for a medical later, I understand. We'll keep an eye on that and we'll bring you more as it happens. One deal that is set to come over the line, Jamie was talking about coups there. Well, Renato Sanchez, what a coup for Swansea, probably one of the biggest signings in the club's history, albeit even just a season-long loan. That's set to be announced. There will be a loan fee, I believe, somewhere in the region of £4 million, but we will soon find out exactly the details of that deal. They'll also have to split the wages. But what a talent, Sanchez. He's come here because of Paul Clement, the relationship he has with Paul Clement from his time at Bayern Munich, and the relationship Paul Clement has with Carlo Ancelotti and the Bayern Munich staff has been key. And of course, the fact he'll get full-time, first team, I should say, football, and of course Swansea aren't Champions League rivals for Bayern Munich as well. So that deal is set to happen, and it could be a busy evening depending on exactly what happens regarding Llorente. We'll keep you posted.